Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're new here, my name is Holly. I make food and fitness content, and if you're not new here, welcome back to the channel. Before we jump into the whole vlog this week, I first of all just want to say a huge thank you. I have hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and that number just doesn't feel real to me. And I just want to say I am so grateful that you are here, that you're subscribed to my channel, and that you enjoy watching my journey. I absolutely love doing what I do. I wake up every day feeling like the luckiest girl in the world, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And that number to me just represents a community that I've built online of amazing friends and amazing family. And I don't think I could ever, I'm gonna get choked up. I don't think I could ever put into words how much your support and love and kind comments mean to me. I don't think you guys truly realize how much it means to me and how much your support means to me and how much you have helped me through a lot of times in my life. So it just means a lot, and it's so much more than a number to me. Sorry, I didn't realize that was gonna hit me that hard, but it just, yeah, it means a lot to me. And like I said, it's so much more than a numbers game for me. It's just representative of the incredible community of friends and family that I now have in you. So thank you for watching my videos. I'm gonna stop crying now and we can jump into the rest of it, because this is gonna be a good vlog. Positive vibes are gonna be sown throughout this vlog. If you're looking for high energy, if you're looking for excitement, if you're looking for motivation, this is the place to be. No more tears, we're done with the tears. Let's cut that out now. We have a few things to unpack and a few updates to do. First thing I'm gonna address is the huge triathlon sized elephant in the room. I was adamant that I was not doing a triathlon. Like, I never bought my bike with the intention of trying a triathlon. I just bought my bike because it was helping me with my hip injury. And I actually was very opposed to the idea of doing a triathlon because this year was really about running for me, and I really wanted to focus on my half marathons and my marathons at the end of the year. However, that has clearly changed, and I am now training. I literally have started a training block this week for my first ever triathlon. And the reasoning, and I guess like why I've kind of given in to the idea of trying a triathlon, is first of all, I feel like social media, especially at the moment, is so inspiring. I am seeing so many incredible women doing amazing things, including triathlons, and I'm like loving it. And I'm watching them and I'm thinking like, that's so incredible. And I struggle really badly, I'm very open with this, with very big self-limiting beliefs. So when I'm watching this content, I'm thinking like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. Like, I would never be able to do that. Like, that's really amazing of them. And I just sat one day and I was like, why do I keep telling myself that I can't do things? Because if I look back at my receipts, I have proved that I can do things. I can do hard things. I did a marathon, I did a second marathon, and I never ever thought I would ever achieve that. So why is this any different? Why do I constantly tell myself that I would never be able to do a triathlon? But there was a point in time where I couldn't even run 2K. And now I run half marathons for fun because that is an enjoyable distance for me. And if I've proved anything to myself over the past year, is that if I put my mind to something, I will show up and I will do it. And I just was like, you know what, like, I'm gonna go for it. And it was such incredible timing because one of my lovely friends in LA does actually compete in a lot of triathlons, and she messaged me and was like, listen, like, I'm doing this triathlon in 6 weeks. It's a sprint distance, so it's not crazy distances. I think it'd be a great one for you to ease into. And I was like, okay, just give me 24 hours to think about it. Within an hour, I was like, I'm doing it. Like, I'm just gonna go for it and I'm gonna do it. And I think it's one of these things, if I show up and I hate it, at least I've tried. And if I show up and I love it and I get the itch for triathlons, then maybe we'll see where this journey takes us. But again, there is absolutely no pressure on it. I'm just looking forward to pushing myself outside of my comfort zone a little bit more. I am so excited to also be like sharing this from the very beginning, because today is the first day of me officially starting my triathlon training. So this is gonna be a new chapter to the story, and I'm gonna be documenting the whole thing on YouTube so you guys can get my thoughts and feelings and struggles and wins all along the way. I will be using a triathlon coach for this. I mean, let's face it, like, what do I actually know about triathlons? Absolutely nothing. So I thought, rather than me muddling through the next 6 weeks feeling unconfident and kind of throwing together a training plan based off what I think I need to be doing, why don't I just put my triathlon journey in the hands of somebody who knows exactly what they're doing? But yeah, I'm excited, I'm petrified. The thought of swimming in open water currently is making me feel a little bit physically sick, but we'll talk about the swimming more tomorrow when I do my first swimming session. I do have a double session this morning, so I'm about to head off to the gym. I've got a high rock strength session, and then we're gonna be on the bike for 30 minutes. So with that, I'm gonna quit chit-chatting. Let's head to the gym and get this strength session out of the way. Okay, so for today's workout, I'm gonna do more of an engine builder high rocks workout. I'm saying that like I know what I'm talking about.
really don't. So engine building is basically just essentially building up your own engine and your own fitness for high rocks. A lot of what I'm doing is strength focus, so working on strengthening up the muscles that I'm going to be using during high rocks. But as we all know, high rocks isn't a strength competition. Well, it is in part, but it's more an endurance competition. There's a lot of running, there's a lot of cardio involved, and that is kind of the element that I now need to be really working on. So there's actually an Instagram, I'll put the handle on here, and they basically post loads of high rocks workouts. So basically pinching one from that today. So we're going to be doing some wall ball throws, some burpees that I'm petrified about, some burpees, some ski erg. I'll put the whole workout on as I do it, so you guys can stuff that alongside me if you're also training for high rocks, or if you just want to give a little high rocks workout, I'll go. But yeah, this is going to be a little bit different from what I've been doing before. I'm excited for it, but I do also have a nice 30-minute cycle to look forward to afterwards.
Let it out, get it done, get it right in the feels, let it out, done, get it right in the feels, let it out, get it done, get it right in the feels, let it out. Let's get it.
Oh my god. This is a lot. That strength training doesn't really feel like it's paying off right now.
Get it right in the feels, let it out. Get it done, get it right in the feels, let it out. Let it out, get it done, get it.
Oh my god, I have a fallen soldier. Guys, that whooped my ass. As the Americans would say, my ass has been whooped. That was humbling. However, I did really enjoy it. It just was really tough, and I probably shouldn't have left engine building or kind of like doing that intensive a workout this close to high rocks. However, even though I found that really hard, like I did find it really enjoyable, and I feel like it's lit like a little bit of a high rocks fire in me, which I feel like I've kind of been lacking, because I feel like my high rocks strength sessions have just been a bit like weightlifty, and I don't thrive doing that form of training. That form of training is way more enjoyable to me, and I love doing the run at the end. Like that was the easiest part for me. Those burpees, it's just like a different type of sensation in my leg that I don't particularly enjoy. Like the feeling of my legs not feeling like my legs and then feeling like jelly isn't my favorite. But anyway, speaking of jelly legs, we're taking these legs, we're getting on the bike, and we're doing 30 minutes. I'm trying to eat square as well. Just give me a bit of pep. Today's bike ride, however, is in zone 2, so it's just like an easy, steady bike ride. So I'm not gonna be pushing, going crazy fast. Hopefully I'm not gonna fall off my bike, because last week I did fall face first off my bike. I did share the video of it on Instagram, but I'll insert it here in case anybody wants to giggle. Ow. Anyway, let's go get this bike ride done. Hey guys, my footage from my cycle may be limited today. Kind of slightly still a bit scarred from the fall, so I probably won't be, you know, swinging my arm around, getting footage. Oh, I need to move those clips. That is a recipe for disaster, having
that on top of my head. Oh my god, if that smashed into my head, that would hurt so much. But I put them on my back. Yeah, please don't cycle with long clips on your helmet. That would hurt so badly.
Cycle done. That was actually really nice, like, because it was just like a nice easy cycle. I just like cycled down by the beach. Obviously didn't get any footage, still terrified of falling off my bike, but I feel like great. Not too tired considering I've just smashed out 2 training sessions, but I do need to crack into my day now, so I'm just gonna have a quick shower, refresh my very long curly hair that we haven't spoken about yet on the YouTube channel, but I will get to that. We will discuss the mane that is attached to my head right now. Okay, I've decided to like scrap the like hair refresh until after food because I am ravenous. I feel like this is genuinely just going to be my life now because of the amount of training I'm doing. I also want to touch on the amount of training I'm doing and just kind of put it into like a little bit of context, I guess, because I have chosen to train for a lot of things at the moment. Like fitness wise, I do have a lot on my plate in terms of I've got high rocks in a few weeks, I'm doing this triathlon in 6 weeks, and then in 6 weeks I'm going to start training for my first marathon of the year. Like there's a lot, and I just want to say, like, please don't be sat there thinking like, oh my goodness, if Holly's doing like all these things, I need to be doing them. My job is social media, my job is fitness, my job is influencing. I have strong girl sides on the side. Like I work for myself. I have time to dedicate to these things. I can work my work schedule around my fitness life. Please, like, don't ever compare like the amount that I'm doing to what you're doing, because if you're having to like clock into work 9 till 5 every week, like nobody is expecting you to be doing marathons and triathlons and high rocks, and if you are a superhuman. I always say this, but I think people that work 9 to 5 and train for marathons and complete marathons are actual superhumans. I personally doubt whether I would have been able to run a marathon along ever working 9 to 5. Like that's so exhausting in itself. So I always just want to preface, like, going into this kind of like phase of doing this triathlon and doing high rocks and everything else, just please don't ever compare. This is genuinely going to be the most uncreative breakfast you guys have ever seen. I'm literally having an egg and avocado wrap, but I just do not have any energy left in me to cook a gourmet breakfast right now. So I have to say, guys, I think this is my favorite part of every day. So I sit out here like every morning and I read a little bit of my book and I have a coffee, but post exercise, because I always get my exercise done like in the morning, post exercise before I start like filming content or replying to emails or, you know, having meetings and things like that, I just sit and I have my little breakfast spread. So I always have like a breakfast plate. So I've got my eggs, there is some avocado under that and a wrap, and then I always have a bowl of berries, a wafer, and a nice latte. And it's just like really nice like decompression time before I kind of like get into everything else. I've really been like consciously making time for myself recently and like scheduling in time for myself in the day, and like putting my phone on do not disturb, which is like a really big thing for me. Like that is new and I'm absolutely thriving off of it. Okay team, I have just finished a meeting. I have a little bit of time before another meeting, so me and you, we're going to the swim shop, because never did I ever think in my whole entire adult life I would be buying flippers and a buoy and a swim cap, but here we are. And I need all of those things. So let's go to the swim shop. I also need some like swim costumes because I don't really want to be at the pool in a bikini. That's not really giving like triathlon, that's just giving like beach day. And you know, look the part, swim the part. Let's go get some swim stuff. Okay, I've arrived at the swim shop, which says, where swimmers love to shop. Seeing as I am apparently now a swimmer, I'm gonna feel as clueless in here as I did in the cycle shop. That I got from the swim shop today. So first of all, I got some swim goggles. These ones are actually designed for outdoor swimming because I still have yet to locate a swimming pool, but I'm gonna try and find an outdoors one because I feel like that just sounds way more enjoyable. I went for these like more, ow! Okay, maybe I need something a bit bigger. I went for these like angular ones because they felt more comfortable on my face. That's enough of that. Then I also got a swim cap. I got a large one so I can fit my abundance of hair in it. Some flippers. So I naively was just kind of like, oh, like I'm just gonna turn up to the pool and just like swim. And my coach was like, right, you're gonna need flippers, you're gonna need a buoy, I'm gonna need paddles. Like I need all of these contraptions to help me swim, because I think the aim of the game is to like not just, you know, not just make it through, but like actually like build my strength in the pool. So hopefully, I'm gonna be Michael Phelps by the end of this. So I got this one from Speedo. Really cute. The place that I went was actually a like swim store outlet, so everything was like discounted, because this was originally something crazy like $100, but I got it for 30, which is great. This one, which is from Finnies or Finnies, but again, like, you know, gonna do the job. Also, we have lost my nails over the course of today. Sometimes when I get stressed, it's just like my immediate thing is just to chew them off. But yeah, that is all of my swim stuff for the day. I think I'm gonna love you guys and leave you guys, and I'll join you tomorrow before we head to the pool. Good morning, guys. I'm gonna shout over my coffee machine. I'm literally about to jump on a morning meeting. I actually have 3 hours of morning meetings, like doof 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 this morning, and then I'm heading off to my first ever swim session. It's 6 a.m, that's why I'm making a giant coffee. So my first call this morning is actually with my protein, which is exciting. I feel like I've not caught up with them in a good few weeks, so it's always nice to have a chin wag and just catch up with everybody. I'm like, sorry I was late. I was putting my protein flavor drops in my coffee. Hi!
Hi. Admittedly, there is a lot to think about whilst you're swimming, and breathing is quite often the final component to be added in.
Let's just like take what we learned from swim session number one. Number one, I thought caps were supposed to keep your head dry. This isn't dry. I did the drills, I think, to the best of my ability. My distance was short though. I did 750 meters, and my coach said it should have been like 1 kilometer. So I don't know what I've done wrong. I don't know whether like I got the pool length wrong. I thought it was 250 meters. Maybe it's 250 yards. Maybe that's where I went wrong. I was getting very confused, and like the pool was really, really busy, so I didn't manage to get any footage of like the actual swimming pool, because I was in a lane with like 4 other people and we were just kind of going around. So I'm not gonna lie, I did feel a little bit overwhelmed, because I was like trying to get out and like put my flippers on and then check my phone to see what I needed to do when my flippers were on, and then get out and put the pool boy in between my legs. And oh my goodness, that pool boy, my arms, like even holding my phone right now, I feel like my arms can like snap off. I feel good though, and you know what, it was really fun. Like I was literally swimming in like an outdoor swimming pool, and I was like, this is really nice and feels like super therapeutic, and it's fun to like work on something different and feel like a different burn in my body, if that makes sense. Like the first session is also never going to be the best. It's like the same with running. Your first run is always the worst, because it's just so unfamiliar and you just feel so like, oh, like I don't know what I'm doing. Am I going too quickly? Am I going too slowly? First session done, like that's a win in itself, so that's what I'm taking. Okay, I'm back in the car now. I've definitely got goggle marks all around my face. But yeah, like I said, a win is a win. A win is getting in the pool and like taking that first jump, even if it feels uncomfortable. That did feel uncomfortable, and it's so out of my comfort zone. So we had a win of the day. The only thing I was like thinking when I was swimming, I was like, the only reason and the only thing that would make me not finish this triathlon is if I can't do the swim, because swimming exhaustion and being tired when you're swimming is like a whole different thing. And I had a really bad experience when I was younger, and I was swimming in the sea, and I was obviously swimming against current. I didn't realize, me and my friend were trying to swim out, so there's like trampolines out in the sea, and my dad was like, you're not a strong enough swimmer, and my friend could do it. So I was like, yes I can, like let me go. And I got really exhausted like halfway through, and all I remember was the sensation of my body just shut down, because I think I've been swimming against current for so long and I hadn't realized my body just like went numb. And I just remember looking at my friend and being like, I can't do it anymore, and like there was like no ounce of energy left in my body, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks, and people had to jump in and drag me back to shore. It was it was a whole thing. It was a whole palaver. And when I was swimming then, I just like, my arms started to get a bit tired from the swimming, and I just like remembered that, and I remembered that feeling and that sensation, and I just was like, what if that happens again on the day? Like what if I get out there and my body is just like, we can't do this? Okay, well that's not worth thinking about, is it? That is probably worst case scenario, and I'm not going to think about that. I'm going to think about best case scenario. I've got 6 weeks to get in the pool, get my endurance up, build up my strength in the swimming pool, and like that was just the start of that. And I will be strong enough on the day, and I will do it. I will complete it. I won't need to be dragged back to safety.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm not going to talk too long because my camera doesn't have much charge. I need to go and get out of my running session. Wow, I literally said that a million miles an hour. When you guys say that I talk fast on YouTube, I really do talk fast on YouTube. Anyway, sorry, that was annoying. I'm going to slow down now. I'm heading out on my run session in the morning. I'm doing a bit of a stride session. I'll explain to you as I head out and I start running, just because, like I said, I'm conscious that the camera's going to die. Just wanted to apologise for the abrupt ending to yesterday. I actually ended up doing loads of work in the afternoon and then went to run club with my friends in the evening. So my body is feeling slightly battered and beaten. But at the end of the day, I have signed up to do this, so no excuses. Let's get out and do this lovely little stride session.
Hiya! So today's stride session. Strides are basically, it's just like a little form of like interval training, if that makes more sense to you. So I'm doing a 15-minute nice easy pace warm-up, then I'm following that with 6 rounds of 30-second strides with 90 seconds rest, or like slow jogging in between. And on those 30 seconds I'm not going to be going 100 miles an hour by any means. It's just increasing my pace a bit for 30 seconds, pulling it back, increasing it, pulling it back for 6 rounds, and then doing a 10-minute cool down. But it's nice, it's fun to like do something a little bit different. I've not done a session like this in the longest amount of time, so hopefully my body feels good, my brain feels good. Yeah, we're on track for a good session. Okay guys, I'm coming up to the strides. Got 1 minute 50 left of my easy pace warm up. I'm just running down my Venice beach. It's so nice on here. It's really nice and like quiet, I think, because it's a little bit gloomy, but makes for a good, nice pedestrian-free running course. Okay, so currently on round 3. These are actually so like fun. I'm kind of enjoying it. I feel like the 30 seconds goes so quick, and then I get to do a nice little jog in between. But yeah, on round 3. Heart rate is 167, so I feel like it's doing its job. It's like jumping my heart rate up and then trying to bring it back down, so I'll catch up with you when I'm done. Okay guys, just running in on home. So interval's done. I'm very sweaty. They were actually really good fun. I really enjoyed doing those. I didn't push too hard. I just did like a pace that made me feel like stronger and more confident, and like kind of worked on my form as I was like running quickly. So yeah, just 10-minute cool down, then I'll be back home.
Okay, one very sweaty girl is back. One very sweaty girl is about to go get even more sweaty. I'm gonna actually run and get in the sauna and just do like maybe like 15 to 20 minutes, just like sweat, stretch, make sure my hips in a good place, take my little book, have a little read, have a little breathe and breathwork session before I crack into my day. So see you in a second. I'm just having a really quick coffee and then my morning electrolytes, collagen and L-glutamine before I'm going to jump in the shower. Sorry, I'm literally balancing on the pot of butter that I used to butter my bagel this morning. And then I'm going to jump in the shower before I crack in today. I do feel like I have quite a lot to do today. Quite a lot to get done before tomorrow morning when I head off for my half marathon. Heading off to Yosemite. So I've never been to Yosemite. Maybe some of you have never been to Yosemite, but we're gonna go together. And I'm so excited. This half marathon I genuinely think is gonna be so breathtakingly beautiful, and I have a really different strategy for this one than I've had for any other one, so I'll get into that more tomorrow when we're there. But yeah, that's just like a little FYI on what we're doing. I feel like I failed to mention that I'm running another half marathon at the beginning of this video, but that is a big portion of this video. Is I'm gonna be heading with you to Yosemite. I've got like a 4-hour drive tomorrow morning, road trip, and yeah, we're gonna be doing another half marathon, but also exploring one of the most beautiful places in the world. I cannot wait. I'm getting up super early. I'm gonna leave at like 5 AM tomorrow is my aim, so that I can get there and have the whole morning to hike and then the afternoon to just like rest and relax before the half. It is another early start, but I'm gonna be way more prepared for this one. I'm gonna take more layers, the right foods, everything like that. I'm gonna be on it. This isn't my first rodeo. This is now my second rodeo of the year, and we're taking what we learned from being freezing cold last time and making some changes. Hey team, I've done a little bit of afternoon work. I filmed another YouTube video and now I'm gonna head down to Lulu just to have a little browse and see whether they've got anything, because Yosemite's a little bit chillier than it is down here, so I think I'm gonna need potentially a pair of like running leggings to run in as opposed to running shorts and a short little top. I also need to pop to Target and get another like throwaway hoodie that I can donate to charity before the run, because like I said, we're not making the same mistakes we made last time. I am gonna be warm, and I also want to pick up some snacks, some pre-run snacks and post-run snacks for my car journey too. So car journey snacks, run snacks, pre-snacks, hiking snacks, just snacks in general. I just want to get some snacks.
Okay guys, it's Target time.
Target was an absolute bust. I think because the Target where I was a smaller Target, they didn't really have much
there. They only had summer stuff, so that's fine. But I'm gonna wear, for the run, I picked up a new sports bra and this vest. And then, like I said, I'm just gonna wash the one pair of black leggings that I did actually bring with me. I wore them this morning, which was kind of stupid. I should have just saved them. And then I also got this really cute top. I love like a halter neck, and this is like a built-in bra. It's like new in, very, very cute. I feel like whenever I go out or something, always like crazy at first. Okay, let's just like not talk about that for a minute. Packed, basically, I've got everything laid out, but I thought I'd sign on to basically say, it's nearly go time, people. We're nearly heading to Yosemite. I've been editing this vlog all day and I'm kind of realizing that I have been chit-chatting a lot. I have been talking a lot, but I promise we'll be doing less talking and more doing over the weekend. I think this week has actually been a fairly quiet week for me, like socially, kind of like plan-wise, on purpose really. I've got Millie, my best friend, coming out next week, and then my sister's out, and then I'm in New York the week after, so this is kind of like my last quiet week before a super busy period, but I promise, as of tomorrow, I'll be taking you guys out, we'll be doing some fun things. I won't be trapping you in the four walls of my apartment anymore, but yeah. Good night, guys. I'll see you bright and early for our road trip. Good morning. We don't have time for you. You just have to. If there's one thing that I'm desperately gonna need for this, it is coffee. So I'm gonna make a little tumbler up that I can take. Okay, it's 5:15. I'm not doing too badly for time. I just need to put this in here. Okay, guys, I'm in the car. I need to go and get petrol really quickly. I'm really scared to go into a gas station like this early in the morning because it's kind of grouping me out, but I'm not gonna make it otherwise. Should have got it yesterday. I'm gonna die. I made it. I survived. I got $70 worth of gas, which filled up this lovely little car, and now I'm gonna head off. It's actually only saying it's gonna take me only 4 hours, which is good news. I managed to pop you up on my tripod when I had a little pit stop. I have still got 1 hour 33 left, but I've made such good progress. I've literally just been on the phone to like everyone and anyone. Like, I think that is the best thing to do, especially because I'm up early. Like, all of my friends and family in the UK are awake, so I was just like, right, I'm just gonna work my way through. So yeah, 1.5 hours, 92 miles to go. I'm slightly ravenous now. Like, I am feeling like I'm needing food and more coffee. Is it unkind to hate you, to feel some kind of pleasure in the pain? It's legal. Okay, so I can't check in yet, which is fine. I am ridiculously early, but I can go and get some food. So I'm just gonna throw like a little bit of makeup on because while I'm out, I'll probably be out. I can't even wait to show you guys just like this, called like Pine Woods Resort. It is just the sweetest place. You know what you would envision like summer camp in America to be like? Like, I feel like I'm at like adult summer camp. It's so fun. Get the lox and bagels. Okay. But is it possible to get that with like, scrambled egg as well? Yeah. Perfect, thank you. That'll be everything. Okay. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thanks, bye. It's really quiet. I just want some sandwiches. And I got that coffee. It's really fancy. Okay, I just drove down to the bib collection. It was just like on the other side of the lake. Like, you know, when you're just walking around something like this, just doesn't feel like real.
Rewarding, you're gonna have a chance to win.
I can't get over how nice it is here. Like, I always think like, oh, I'm such a beach girl, and then I come to a place like this, I'm like, maybe I'm like a forest girl. Anyway, I got my pick. Lucky number 2900. So excited. I also got the cheat sheet. I'm not gonna lie. So one thing about Yosemite that like I read was like the altitude is obviously like a little bit different, like you're higher up. And I like got out of the car and I was like, am I overthinking it, or like do I feel like my chest feels tight? Like, I'm worried. But I think I'm gonna maybe potter around here for a little bit. I want to find somewhere to like, do a walk, but I'm also conscious I don't want to walk too much before tomorrow, because I have had quite a heavy week. You guys have been with me. I've had quite a heavy week of exercise, so I don't think doing like hike is like the best idea. And maybe have a bit more of a chill, just like find a nice spot to like sit and read. That sounds that is music to my ears. just popped back to like where my hotel is. They've got like this little like row of shops and stuff, so I'm just gonna have a little wander and try and find that food that I was talking about. Okay, so I'm thinking similar to last time. I need like oats. I can't believe I forgot food. Oats and croissants, but so far I'm just seeing baguette. I didn't know it's possible to have a bigger than a double stuff. Mega stuff. Don't tempt me with a good time. Room for the evening. It's really, really cute. Like I feel like it literally is like a whole like cabin. I have a fireplace. I have a really nice balcony. Wow, this is so cute. What the hell? Oh, there's like a pool over there. Yeah, this is the room from this angle. She did say to me, she was like, oh yeah, by the way, the bears are awake, so don't leave anything on your balcony or in your car because they will get into it and they will eat it. And I was like, so feeling a little bit petrified about being woken up by a bear climbing onto my balcony and just deciding to eat my protein wafers that I packed and my electrolyte gels that I need. So I'm out of the sun and I've done my little pre-race layout. So I've got my race day outfit, snacks, Percy Pigs. Am I missing something? No. Socks, inhaler, vest, hydration, number for the day, safety pins. They always give these out, so never stress if you don't have safety pins. Glasses, breakfast. So with these, I've managed to find these in the supermarket. However, my issue was with the lack of Tupperware. I have seemingly resolved that. I personally feel like this is the least wasteful and pretty thrifty of me. So I enjoyed a pack of Pringles earlier and I was like, wow, this is the perfect pot to just fill with oats. Is it gonna make the cardboard go soggy? Maybe I'll make the oats in a mug and then pour these in here last minute, put some banana on top, and that'll be my overnight oats. I should find the lid. And then oats in there, and then I can just take that and then I can throw it away when I'm done with it. I feel like that's a really good compromise when you don't have Tupperware. Win-win. But now I'm gonna go, there's a little pizza place down the road, so I'm gonna go grab some pizza, come back, get really cozy, and yeah, just cuddle up in bed basically, and sleep for a few hours before waking up at 3 AM. Can we just... I would love to add for reference, it is literally 6 PM, but I will be going to bed for 8 PM, so I'll catch up with you guys bright and early. Good morning. This is what I sleep in to protect my hair. $3.09. I've got some electrolytes cooking away over here. That's what I didn't do last time. I didn't have any electrolytes before I ran. But they do give them out while you run. They have like a little electrolyte station. So I feel like they honestly, they make such a difference. Like taking on electrolytes while I'm running always stops me getting cramps. Okay, so I've got just over an hour until the stressful leave. It leaves like 4:15. Somebody did ask me on Instagram like why these races start so early. It's because of the heat, I believe. They didn't have any mugs in the room, so I'm having a little civilized wine glass of overnight oats. So I don't know why I didn't think about this last night. I was just like looking at everything I had laid out and I was like, why don't I just swap the oats and the bagel over and have the oats first? It's a bit early to have the oats, but like it's just so much more practical, and I can have a bagel just before I run. So it's currently 4 AM. I'm gonna have some overnight oats. I'm running at 6 AM, so that's kind of fine. I'm gonna have my oats now. An hour before, I'll have a bagel, a bit more banana, and then I'll run and I'll have my gels, and that'll be like plenty. But yeah, this is my civilized wine glass. I have 2 of these, so I'm gonna have one and like see how I feel, but I have also got a banana. Okay, here we go. I just made the oats with water as well. That's sad. Yeah, nice and bland. Okay, so race strategy today. I am going to be running this race a little bit different to how I ran my previous one, or to be honest, how I've ever run a half marathon. With any half marathon that I've done in like a race or like event setting, I've run it. As in, I've gone out to kind of push, even if that's unintentional, like the previous one that I did on my last vlog. That was 2 weeks ago. I'm in no position mentally or physically to do that again. Like there's not one part of me that wants to go out and, you know, push on this, regardless of the adrenaline that I have at that start line. And
that wouldn't be great for my body, just doing that like back to back. So I'm actually gonna set myself a bit of a different challenge, and I've never run a race like this. I'm gonna really pace myself at a 6 minutes per kilometre pace. That is kind of in between my easy pace and my race pace. So it's like that sweet spot, hopefully, where I'm gonna be having a bit of a push, but also just enjoying and not putting too much stress on my body. And the challenge in this is going to be pacing myself and not going out a million miles an hour and not getting too excited. Okay, it's trainer time, and then I'm literally going to head down to the shuttle because it is leaving in the next 5 minutes.
Guys, I just gave my jacket away. They actually had a drop off, so I can like go and get my jumper at the end. I am so freaking cold. I just met a really lovely girl that followed me on Strava actually, so I was like chatting to her for a bit, so that kind of distracted me from the cold. But yeah, I'm freezing, but we're nearly heading off. I think we've got like 20 minutes. I'm just gonna have a bit of a jump around, try not to freeze to death. Let's start. So cold. Okay, feeling good. I feel like I'm struggling to settle with my breathing, but I think it could be the altitude because we're quite high up at the moment. Oh my god. Yeah. So hopefully it just settles as we go further down. Okay guys, nearly 5k and it's so weird, like the temperature is literally just like spiked up. Like I feel like I went from not being able to feel my hands because it was so cold to suddenly being really hot, but it's rather that than cold. This route is like incredible. Look, I'm literally just running around in awe. Okay guys, just coming up to, going a bit quick, coming up to 8 kilometers. We're off of the trails now, so we're back on the roads. This, I know I've just said it already, but like, I'm literally running around like, I never want this to end. I think this has to be like the most insane run I've ever done. Like I literally got like teary-eyed earlier, like a really good song came on, just looking out over the sun coming up over the mountain, and I was like, oh my god, like, what is this? Just hit mile 7 here. Sorry, I know I'm switching between like kilometers and miles, but the sign things are in miles and my watch is in kilometers. I'm going a lot bit quick on this bit. Like a lot of this is downhill, so it's kind of hard to control your pace when your body is being pulled with the gravity, but running at around a 5:40. Just stopped off and got some electrolytes, grabbed some banana. My water bottle just exploded all over me, which was nice, but I'm trying to eat and run, which isn't a good idea. Probably gonna get a stitch. Coming up to 15 kilometers. I hate to be that person, but I'm actually really fed up with the downhill. My knees are just taking such a hounding, and I feel like I'm just like so apprehensive that when I hit the flat, my legs are going to be like, oh. Just coming up to mile 10, hitting the flat now. It's almost like a little bit uphill, but beggars can't be choosers, I can't complain. But yeah, just got a 3 mile loop around the lake, and I'm done. I can hear the finish line now, nearly there. Guys, I did it. That was everything I thought it was going to be and more. Like, I feel like I'm going to cry. I always do this after races, but like just like running through like that course was just like absolutely incredible. And I did that in 2 minutes. 2 minutes? I did that in 2 minutes. I did that in 2 hours and 8 minutes, and I went a bit quicker on quite a lot of the kilometers than I wanted to, purely because of the downhill. I couldn't really control my pace, but it's crazy that felt really good. I feel like I finished really strong, and my first ever half I did was 2 hours and 15 minutes I think, and I was toast. Like I couldn't walk afterwards, I threw up. And now I'm here like running quicker than that, like for fun. That's like my party pace. But yeah, really proud of myself, so happy with that race. And yeah, I'll check in with you when I'm back. Okay, I'm showered now. Oh my goodness, my legs, my feet. I don't even wanna, nobody should be forced to look at these feet right now. Showered, got a sausage burrito, got a nice coffee, good to go. Really happy with my overall pace, which was like 6 minutes, which was exactly what I wanted. I'll pop all my stats in here. I wanted a lot more of an even split, and I feel like I didn't really get that just because of like the downhill. For like, it was downhill pretty intensely for like 5 miles. But yeah, it was just such a great run, and like this whole weekend has just been like exactly what I needed, and just like everything I needed and more. And like I've still got like I think 3 hours left in my room, so I'm just gonna sit here, edit all my really fun race content, which I'm so excited to watch back, and just chill. And thank you so much for watching this week's video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.